Hey guys, this is a video basically for Reborn Love is Real, and you were talking about the flexibility and the way your babies feel and weighting your babies and the varnish and all that stuff. Now, I'm not an artist, so I can't really elaborate on the varnishes and all that stuff, but I do believe that your babies are supposed to be matted and varnished. I think it seals the paint, but some people don't do it and they have their own methods. Because I've heard that Genesis Heat Set is a permanent paint anyway, so just depends. But I guess you would just basically want to tell the artist, I don't want my baby to be shiny. And as far as the way a baby feels, as far as softness and the fluff, there's different stuff even with the polyfill that's inside them that feels different. Now, this is one that people use and it's more of a solid consistency, and I don't care for it as much, but this is more very cotton-like, very soft. It's even more soft than this. This is okay, but I like this more. So, and they both come from two different artists, and I've pretty much used up mostly all of this. But you can get this stuff from Walmart, and you can just feel the way it feels. But I want to show you, none of my babies have neck rings in them. Some people used to use the neck rings back in the day, and I used to think that you had to have them in order for the heads to turn. But then I learned that you don't need that. It just depends on how tight the cable tie is. I reweight most of my babies when they come home. And I just order me some of these cable ties from either Bountiful Baby or on eBay. They're cheaper on eBay because I don't have to pay for the shipping and I don't have to have a set amount to order them. And I use this here because it's easier to clip. It's like a nail thing to clip the back, and I usually take the head off. And I think the floppability of a baby has a lot to, trying to see, like, okay, like her head will go, see, it'll fall any kind of way. But the head for me has to be really heavy, and that makes the baby head flop a lot. That's the most part. And then she's not overly stuffed in here. She has more beads than anything. She has lots of beads in her and less soft. Hey, I'm making a video. Calm down. When I get done, I'll come and get you. So yeah. So she's very floppy. She's one of my most floppiest babies. And she does have full limbs. Now, I keep hearing people ask if they're very floppy or if that take away from them when they have full limbs. And I don't think so. I do think it's more stiff in the posing. I mean, like, you know, their limbs are like, you know, you can't really sit them as easy. Well, see, she's so floppy because she's newborn. So I have her weighted so floppy that she won't sit up anyway. If you want your baby to sit up, you need to stuff them a little bit more firmer. Like Kendall. Kendall is a bigger baby, so he shouldn't be flopping as much. So I have him weighted a little bit more stiffer. But to me, full limbs don't take away from their flex. See, she has full limbs, full arms. And she can do all the little stuff that her little cousin Toy was doing with her little arms and stuff. It's just about how they're weighted. And my baby's limbs, some artists only fill them halfway up. I fill my baby's limbs all the way up with glass beads. All the way. So they're completely heavy to fit their heavy little body. So yeah. It's all about how you weight them, but it's very hard to get an artist sometime that knows how to weight your babies just like you like them. Yogi weights her babies the way that I like my babies weighted, and Chance Kane weighted pretty good, but I normally just typically, for the most part, just reweight my babies myself. So it's very good and important that you learn to weight your babies. And not only that, then you know what's in them. But yeah, that's my spill on it. I don't think that having full limbs take away from the floppiness. It's all about how the baby is weighted. If you're talking about posing and stuff, for me, I think with big babies that you want to be sitting up and doing all kinds of extra stuff, then I think I'm so ready for this little boy to vacation time with me to be over. He's interrupting my videos. But yeah, I am hang on. But yeah, it's I just really think it's just the way that the babies are weighted. And how heavy you make them to make them floppy. Or you know, if you put more polyfill in the middle section, it will make them have more bend and more flexibility in the middle part too. So I don't know. I just say learn how to weight your babies yourself. Now, as far as Toy being shiny, I'm pretty sure you can send her either to the same artist or another artist and have them matte her, and it'll take away her shine. And she will be fine. But I don't like my baby shiny either, for the most part. But that's the flexibility on her. Baby Serenity is even because even though she might appear kind of big, she's still very baby. And see her head will fall. Her little head. Sometime I'll put the zip tie too tight, and it'll kind of hold her head in place more. But as you can see, she's like, she'll go all over the place if I don't hold her. Like, see, if I don't hold her head up, it's going to fall either front or back. And so, yeah, I have all my babies weighted very, very floppy. And then I give them a little baby gut. But, yeah. So, I hope this video helped you. And Baby Serenity also as well has... she has full limbs. Now, I'll show you Kendall. Kendall's Pooh, he's on a jointed body. And those are his little limbs. And as you can see, it's not any more wiggly or jiggly of the other ones. But what he can do is he has the ability to have his legs like more up in the air and just kind of stay. I mean, he does have more maybe posing type positions, if you want to say, where he can just stay. But it's not really that much of a difference, not like a benefit to the 3/4 limbs to me. But the way his body is, he's not on one that like spins all the way around. So that's a good thing. I'm hoping that I'm answering some of the questions, because I know sometimes I can go all around the place or whatever. But I was just trying to show you some of my babies on... Now, he seems to be more solid and consistent. And it's, I think, mainly because of his kit itself. It's very scrunchy thing. And he's weighted. He's very solid. And he's just not as floppy. And I think I'm finding that, and I don't know with some other people, if they're like that, certain kits just don't fall or flop a certain way. As others. My Paris is a very snuggly baby. She flops like back. Her head falls back more than side to side. She has a bigger head, and she also has on her tummy plate right now, so that's kind of part of it. But she's not a little tiny baby, so she's not really too floppy. But I don't know. So anyway, reborn love is real. Hopefully that helped, and if not, feel free to inbox me, or maybe any artist might help you with it, or whatever artist. I don't know what artist you're trying to use, but maybe they're one of those artists that actually do weight their babies really good, because some artists do weight their babies very realistic, and that's pretty cool. But for me, I'm finding it's less artists that weight their babies the way I like my babies than others. And some people don't like their babies weighted like I like my babies weighted, because I like my babies very heavy but floppy, and some people don't like that. So it's very hard for the artist to know exactly how you want your baby to feel, and that's why I say it's really good if you could, assemble it yourself. And there's videos out here to show you how to like take them apart if they don't come weighted the way you want them weighted. And let me know. I am very scared of weighting other people's babies. But I do actually have learned to weight them. He's pretty floppy too. He is pretty floppy, my Pookie Poop. And he's actually full limb too. But his legs, it will fall. See, it will fall down. But it just, I don't know. Like he's a bigger baby, and I don't know. I weight my baby. I think all my babies feel like real babies. And that's just my opinion. And I know that, like I say, this baby, I've had so many people always say that she feels the most realistic than any of my babies when they pick her up. So, yeah. But anyway, if you need any help once you get your baby on trying to reweight them, and if I think about it and I'll try to maybe possibly reweight, because I may change out Chance body, and if I do that, then I'll do a video reweighting him. But hopefully you won't have that issue when you get your new boy. He may just come already together like you want him to. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.